There it is.
Oh my god, no way.
Just a prank, bro. I didn't mean it. So here's one thing I think, and this is just from me knowing how exploitable my reflector is. I feel like you could have used way more arrows, because I know I can reflect them, but I just wasn't scared. And here's the thing: is if I don't throw out my reflector, I'm not gonna say my character's. Well, actually, you know what? I would say my character's better. If I don't have to use my reflector like at all, my character's probably a lot better because I'm much faster. My reflector is not even safe on hit until like after 90%. On most characters. If I hit you with like my reflector, you can most likely jab or forward tilt me every single time. And in the case of Young Link, if you are close enough, you could probably even go for up B. So it's not, I don't want to just throw it out for fun. That being said, if you throw out your arrow and I happen to catch you, then sure, you can get hit by it. Your arrow reflected probably does somewhere around 8% uncharged. It does around 6% uncharged for you. So the reflector multiplier. I don't know if I'll ever be able to combo off of it unless you would do it like point blank. So it'd be a really hard call out on my part. If you're not throwing it out, that means I'm not really worried about it as far as throwing up my reflector, which if I am throwing up my reflector and you don't throw out an arrow, then you could be going for dash attacks. You could be going for dash grabs. You could be jumping over it and coming down with fares. All kinds of things just for catching me panicking, trying to, I guess, or for respecting your arrow, right? And on the flip side of it, if I don't use my reflector and you are using arrows, it's free combos for days. So you want to try and test me and make me play honest, right? It's very similar to, I would say, a Samus player who's afraid of using their charge shot. It's like, okay, if you're afraid of using charge shot, at least charge it all the way and then just don't use it if you're going to fight a character with a reflector. Because I have to respect the fact that you can just do it at any time. And if I don't have a reflector constantly out there, I could just die at any time. So I know you can't charge your arrow in the same way, but I would like to see it come out a bit more. I'm not saying spam, obviously. Make me respect it.
Yeah.
First move of the game. Got him. Fuck. I told you it's good. He's different. Yeah, see, reflector's not that great. Yo. Toast, is that you? He's different. Damn.
Oh, it's good.
It's a good thing I'm right in the sweet spot as a streamer, because if I was a worse streamer, I would have just said that toast got burned. But I didn't say that, so I'm right in the sweet spot. I'm dead. I smash. Yo. Okay.
Damn.
I definitely stole one away there, not gonna lie. Especially at the end. So I can say also with your arrows, I think we talked about this a little bit last time. If you're gonna use your arrow, I would say, like, just based on how close you were to me, like if you're gonna use your arrow to try and like combo off of it, I'm barely certain you have to be in the air. I don't think you can just throw your arrow on the ground. So here's the thing, that can also be an indicator for you as well. If you're on the ground and you're thinking arrow, you should try and space further back. As far as I know, I think it's like frame 14. It's not that fast. Well, it's not slow, but it's not fast. Like it comes out and travels quickly, but the startup is not like super fast. As far as your arrows on the ground, try and be at like, let's say this distance or be a bit further, right? And then if you're in the air, I like to, well, at least for me, I like to jump forward with it. So if I happen to land the arrow, I can get like arrow into double jump, another arrow into up B, for example, right? So think if you want to close the gap with arrow, be in the air. If you want to try and wall me out or put like, let's say ranged pressure, then have that distance between us, okay? Oh, okay. Even like right there, I threw out my reflector and all that happened, yo. Like it's not great. So if you respect it too much, that makes it much too hard of a matchup, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Zare? I seldom use Zare? I'm pretty sure your like smash boomerang point blank is -4 on shield. It's something insane. So the other thing about Young Link, at least when I'm playing him, or like when I were teaching someone how to fight this character, it's traditionally, I would say, or typically, Young Link players do play much further back until they have someone at a percent where they can get a confirm. That's one of those things too. Like if you're shooting those arrows at like almost max distance, if I reflect it, like even when I was off stage on Hollow Bastion, I reflected it at you and it disappeared before it got back to you. Reflecting arrow doesn't do a whole lot if it's not charged. And then the other thing too is your boomerang is if you jump and throw it at the ground and I reflect it, now it bounces back off the ground and can go over your head. And so you can use that as a way of approaching as well too. Shows that smash, what am I doing?
Damn.
Yeah, if you get Sweet Spot down there, that shit is insanely strong. It does like 18 damage too.
And it combos into the second hit downer sometimes.
Oh yeah. Well, even just as far as like a kill move, oh that should have been fast fell. Controlling. As far as a kill move, it's just like if someone chases you up there, they just literally explode since it never spikes, right? It's different.
Young Link gameplay.
Yes. Neutral at its finest. Pushing all the buttons, but no one gets hit. Well, hold on. Kobe. Literally pranked, ×2, almost. That was a horrible bomb pull on my part. Or was it? Yeah, it was. I'm be missing my tag controlling. They call me Young Link Belmont, bro. Damn. Good catch. That was so lucky. I probably would have died right there.
Yeah, I think so. That was...
This is awkward. So is this. I'm better?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
I can't believe that actually caught you. I completely, like, I went for it. It's like, oh, okay. But then disaster struck. I think you probably could have killed me if you spaced an S smash well, but you could also stepped into it too. Safest thing for sure is grab, but I wouldn't have died. It's okay. The one time he does an air dodge. Oof. The biggest thing for sure, whether or not there was a ton of opportunities to have it happen, this is going to be something that's going to take a while to get used to, or just practice in general if you're not super comfortable using your arrows, but trying to make sure you're not always getting max drift jump arrows. That's a lot to say. But as far as when you're going for your full hop or short hop, rising arrows or charging arrows, whatever, try your best to not always get, if you're going to, like, let's say, approach me, always get full momentum, because if you happen to be wrong, you're basically landing on top of me. And in some situations too, it's at least what I kind of was seeing towards the end there, it was discouraging you from using arrows as much. Slowing down neutral even sounds, I know we basically were playing incredibly slow, at least I was for the most part, and running away a lot. That's still a huge part of Young Link's game. And that's why, at least for me, it seems a little bit strange that this is your character of choice to go with Falcon, unless you're trying to purposely play a character that has to be played slow and aggressive at the same time, I guess, if that makes sense, because there's tons of buttons, don't get me wrong, but he's not really meant to go in there and go crazy. He has good boxing tools to get somebody off of him. Like, his buttons are all pretty lagless and they're pretty quick, but to try and get in there, he's not that fast and he has not a lot of range. So I feel like in some situations where you could be retreating and going for arrows or jumping away with boomerangs and stuff like that, you are choosing to go in and try and box with me as if you're Falcon. And I feel like you have good combos. I think your combos, like, off of your, like, fair and down tilt and stuff like that, they're more extensive than mine. So I can understand the allure to that, because he has tons of combos. But then, like, even for myself being more of a Falco, like, background, I'm definitely looking for the range with the laser, and also, like, as far as with Young Link, if Falco had a laser I could combo off of, then he'd be the perfect character. So Young Link is right there for me as far as being able to combo off of a projectile of some sort. So that's one of the things too, like, your bomb, boomerang, and arrow all send your opponent straight up, right? So they're all meant for comboing. So it's just trying to get used to that range where your arrow can come out in time, and, you know, you can go like rising arrow, double jump arrow, up B or fair or whatever it is, or sometimes it's just nair. And that's how you're trying to get in versus just trying to go in without it.